my monkey tail cactus is rotted, and I had to do an emergency cut. So today I want to actually propagate them. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, you honor me. My monkey tail cactus is rotted, and I had to do an emergency cut. So today I want to actually propagate them. It's been 3 weeks since I had to cut them. They've all been, what's the word I'm looking for? I couldn't remember it before either. Everything has been grown over, in other words. They've been sitting out for 3 weeks, which is a miracle that they're even, I mean, to me it's like it's a miracle they're even still alive, but cactuses are resilient. So today I am going to try to figure out what is the best way to do this. I've watched a couple different videos. People tend to have difference of opinion. Like, so some people told me that, I'll give you this as an example. Some people have said that you should propagate them. When you propagate, you should have them in a moist environment. Now, what I'm showing you, you can't see probably from there, but I'll try to zoom in if it's readable. Again, I've got a new camera, so I am brand new at all of this. But this is my little cacti puppies that I have taken off some of my Gymnocalycium, and they're actually growing roots. And I've been told, though, that you shouldn't do this with older, I guess, when you're propagating like this. I've been told that you should put them in the mix that you usually do, which I use grit mix for my cacti, and let the roots search for water. But I have a problem with that because I don't water my cactuses like that. Because in my mind, wouldn't I have roots already? Wouldn't I have roots already? It's been 3 weeks. What's the difference of putting it in a pot with grit, right? And I don't water it. It just doesn't seem, accurate to me. I don't know. But I'm afraid to do it that way with this. So I think what I'm going to do is take it for, I think I've heard from a couple of my followers who have had cacti for many years, and their recommendation was to do just that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the 6-inch pot, of course purple to keep with the theme. And but I think what I'll do, though, is I'm going to bottom water it really good when I'm done. And so should I flush this? It's so cold outside. It's like 20 degrees, and we had snow this morning. But I think I'll bottom water, because then the mix will be, it'll be damp. They'll be, really wet. And then maybe that will help pull the plant to wanting to grow roots, but at the same time, I won't have the plant itself wet. At least that's my goal. And then just maybe redo it every couple weeks for the bottom watering, and then hopefully I get a Monkey Tail Cactus back. I really love that plant. And I have no idea what I did. I really don't. I think that it was too close to the light, perhaps. Dried out, got dry rot, and then when I started watering it, I guess they call that the dry rot, where you haven't watered in so long, and then you water it maybe more than usual, and then the roots just couldn't take up the water. It's my guess. So I will put at the bottom, like I usually do. Oh, I need a screen for this. The hole's pretty big in this one, which is nice. Typically, they don't have the holes big enough anymore, which is a shame. I don't understand why they're any different. They should always be the same when you buy the same pot over and over again. But you guys know how that goes. You never know. Never know what you're gonna get. I hate this powdery stuff, I really do. But I don't have enough leca to use. I have 2 anthuriums that are coming this week from Baker's Acres. So I'm not going to use any leca on any plant right now. And now that 2026 has started, I'm in the process of making a budget for myself and how much I spend each month. So I've got to be very wise in my plant decisions. And all the stuff that I buy for my plants, repotting and all of that, takes a lot of money to do. So I brought in my pumice because I'm out now. I no longer have the grit that I like to use for all of my cacti. I used all of it on my new cacti that I want to show you in this video. So I've got to add pumice, which is fine. You could use pumice if that's all you wanted to, for your cacti. I think it would be fine. But I like having the different blends. I have the lava rock, zeolite, pumice, and I think maybe, I'm not sure what some of these other little ones are. But yeah, so I decided I'm not going to buy any more for a while. So we'll see how this goes. But I think adding the extra pumice is fine. I've seen people use only pumice. So that's the nice thing with cacti. They're so easy when it comes to the medium that you use. Now, in theory, you shouldn't be hearing any of this if my mics are working the way I programmed them last night. So, we'll see. So I always, for part of my organic piece of this, is I add my tree fern fiber. I don't add much. Now the question I would have here is, how low do I put these? Obviously I can't go too low. I cut off the length of it. It was, you know, the corking piece of it, which I kind of regret now. There was no rot on the stem at all. It was just the roots. So that being said, I guess, can you see? Let's move this over here. So it's going to be kind of awkward, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. It's not going to go down too far, which is fine. I really want them to grow over eventually. So I'll probably put them more toward the center. What am I looking for? Isn't that funny? You get something in your head and you forget. Add a little more in here, plain. So, yeah, I don't know. The underneath is corking really bad too. I just don't know if it's going to live. Guess we'll find out. It's been out a long time. I think 3 weeks was too long. These little fuzzies are so cute. This, I mean, in theory, I should have cut this, guys. I should have cut it. I didn't think about it when potting it up. Oh well. I want them to grow on one side, like I have it. If possible. I do not use myco at all for cacti. I don't know if that's good or bad, but just doesn't seem like that's for them. And obviously there's no roots, so I don't know what that would buy me. Do you guys use it? This is so funny looking. You just rest, but don't pop out. Usually the spines prick me really bad, but right now they haven't. So hopefully that's not a sign that they are going to die. think that's going to be good enough. Okay. I'll take you to the water now so we can flush it out, and then I'll have to dump it outside and then bottom water it. And then while I do that, I want to show you my new cacti. All right, so now we're in the kitchen. I think I got my camera set here. This is a weird camera. I will just say that it's very difficult compared to an iPhone, but it'll work out. But here's my monkey tail before I water it. I wanted to give you an up-close shot. So you see, these are the original. This one and this one's the original. And then these two are the pups that came off the originals. So I don't know what to expect from here, but if they root, my expectation is that this will grow another leg sometime in the future. I don't know that, but that's what I've been told through the watching some of the YouTube channels on monkey tails, so we'll see. All right, so let's move you down here if I can figure this out without dropping things. The camera is tight, but yet it's not. What do you see? Okay. So I'm just simply going to slowly, first what I think I want is, well, what do I want? Do I want to, I just want a bottom water, I think. Yeah, I think that's all I want. So I screwed up already. Should I wipe this dirt out that I had in here? At least I can get some of it. Dump it out in our trash. Can't see me. So I'm just going to put it in here. I guess I'll fill it up. Pretty sure right to here is where their end is. So I don't want water up there touching it. Might not be enough. I don't want their touching it, so this is going to be interesting. So it's not very far. That's okay. I know it will rise. Hey Siri, set a timer for 40 minutes.
40 minutes, counting down.
All right, so we're going to let that sit for a little bit and see how it works. Okay, so hopefully we have you situated here. Very difficult to use this camera, but I think I'm kind of getting, I've got two different lenses. My husband bought me a different lens for I guess, better for the light, but it doesn't zoom, which is very difficult for me. So I have to have it in a way corner behind my chair to do my first part of the video. So that lens is supposed to be better for lighting, but like I told you, we're still working on that. This lens came with the camera. This is a EOS R10 Canon, and this lens allows me to zoom in and out a little bit. So I think this is a good position so I can show you my cacti, and I can come up close with you with the camera because I have you right here. So I don't know the names. I know they're all Gymnocalycium Mihanovichii. I don't know how to say it, but I will put on the screen what he gave me or sold the plant type as if he gave it to me. So, so you see these three big ones back here? Those three are new. And then I also got this one. So we've got this one. This one was a neat one. So the story behind this particular one is I went to a different cacti shop. I'll put the name of it on Palm Street here at the bottom. So you all know I've been buying all of my Gymnocalyciums from Carlos on Epic and Succulents on Palm Street. And the plants have been great. He is a great person. But I think I've talked about it before on the communication is not stellar when it comes to dealing with that shop with him, only because he doesn't tell you when your shipping's going to change. When you're on a live, he'll say everything's being shipped Monday. But what happened with these plants, the three new ones, and then this other one I'll show you, plus another cacti that came with it was to replace 3 of my frozen cacti that I bought from him before Christmas. And so they froze because we had sub-zero temperatures, and he didn't have 96-hour heat pad, nor does he do insulation, nor does he do UPS overnight. And that particular one just was a debacle. I mean, somehow or another he messed up the shipping. It was supposed to go out on a Monday. I waited, I didn't check. And then came Friday, he had another live. I asked him, where's my stuff? And he said, oh, there's something went wrong with yours. It didn't go out, so we're going to ship it Monday. And I'm like, you didn't message me to tell me that? I mean, wouldn't that have been the decent thing to do as a business? You tell your customers that you're not going to be sending out their product, their plant, when you told them that they'd be shipped out on a particular date. So I was really upset at that time. And then knowing what was coming in our weather, I was really worried because of what happened in the sub-zero temperatures. Those 3 froze and they died. So I was afraid, Christmas was coming, and I still had like a week, maybe a week and a half until Christmas, and the weather was going to get actually really nice during the Christmas week. It was going to be 60 degrees. And I was like, that'd be perfect time for my plants to show up. So I messaged him again and I said, so when are you going to send them? And he says, well, I'm not going to send them this week because of Christmas. Now, this was, I think, Friday. I was expecting him to ship them out on Friday. And he said, I'm going to wait until after Christmas. And I said to him, but I'm expecting them now. Well, they're not. If we do it now, there's potential that UPS will not get this to you because it was only a UPS 2-day air. He didn't have overnight. So he says UPS won't be shipping over the Christmas day, and you won't get them till whatever day it was. And I was like, well, about New Year's then? New Year's is the following week. Well, yeah, he's like, he's like, let's just, I'll try to get it to you. I'll ship it out to you on Friday, and then you'll get them on, I think he said if he shipped it Friday, it wouldn't come till Monday. So I finally, in the long gist of it, I was just so stressed out. I didn't need this on top of what I'm going through with Mom. I was already upset, and I was looking so forward to getting my plants, and I was worried that they're going to freeze because these things aren't cheap. Now this was, a lot of them are, but there are some that aren't, and these big ones that I got were not. So I was worried, and I was like, fine. I said, make sure I want to know, I'm going to check in, but I want you to mail them out, UPS, 2nd-day air. I already paid for that. So on January 5th, and he did. And they arrived safely, and they're fine, which is what I'm about to show you. But that leads me into this one. So with all that fiasco with Carlos, I wanted to go find another cacti shop. And I think it's called SoCal Plant Shop or something. But one of the other customers that she and I have been talking about, she was disappointed too in Carlos's behavior of not, telling us, you expect your plant here and it arrives then, or communication. So she sent me this link of this other shop, and it was really cool. So I was watching. I was pretty much just watching the first time, and didn't think I would actually, buy anything. It looks like the camera is changing on me, and I'm not sure why. I'm not afraid to touch it. I think it's the lighting change, but we'll see. So the way they work is kind of cool, where they have this huge place where they have just rows and rows and rows of cacti, and they actually look like they have rows of them in a bin like this, okay? So they have all these little cacti in it like this, right? And so what they do is they go in front of this bin. They said, okay, so this bin, they're 2 inches in size, and we're going to start the bid at $1. So whoever bids the highest under the time, that is what you pay for the plant. And then you pick what row and what plant it is that you want. So that's how I got this one. And that is also how I got, what was my other one? This one. So I got this one, which hopefully you can see, but the lighting, I don't know if that's me. I can't really correct that. But that's this one. And I love this one. This one's one of my favorites. It's like purple and pink. And it has pups already on it. If you can see it. Maybe if I learn how to hold my hand accurately, you'll be able to see things better too. So that's that one. Now, I don't remember the exact price for these, but I'm pretty certain that this was like $16, and I think this one was maybe $40. And I mean, I was like, oh my word, huge difference in price, you know. But again, that's, as long as I'm happy with the plant, and the plants that have come from Carlos have made me happy. So I'm not saying that I'm disappointed in the plants. It's just I'm disappointed in his business ethic. So I've talked to him about it, and I left a review. And he told me on the live the other night that he is going to try to do UPS overnight, and he's going to invest in insulation and 96-hour heating pad. So we'll see. If anything, maybe I was able to help that situation. But the communication is key. So that's those. Now, the ones that came from Carlos are, this last time, well, all these came from Carlos, but the newest ones is this one, this one. I'm afraid that I'm gonna water these. That's why I have these, just so you know. And I've decided that this would be an easier way to do it. So we're just going to take these to the sink. I have been worried about root rot since it happened to my desert cacti over here on the side, the few that I had. So I've not been watering the original plants that I got from him like I was, and I'm afraid, I mean, they haven't shown any signs of any issues whatsoever. So I'm like paranoid that by holding off on watering, I'm actually detrimenting the plant. So I think I'm just going to go back to the way I was. I don't remember what I've recorded or what I've showed you. I've done a lot of recordings, but there's a lot I haven't actually put together yet and edited. So I feel like I've either repeated myself or I haven't actually shown you what I think I've shown you. So I apologize for that. My mind's not working like it was. Okay, so here are these, which is quite heavy, a little too heavy to carry, so I'll have to break it up. But these are the other ones. These are the ones that I just got and I was talking about. So I want to show these to you. I've got this other one here that is my little, I can't remember what he's called. I'll put it on the screen, but he's not really part of the Gymnocalycium, but I got him from Carlos. But I ran out of room. So I think one of the things I want to do today with you is when we're done watering, I want to resort my area. although I like it this way, I'm still not 100% certain what I want. I feel like that there's something about it that's bothering me, and I don't know what it is. I think it's the centerpiece that I have in here. And I don't think I want my Hoyas in here anymore. Maybe not even my pinks. So we'll see. When I collected cacti before, I only had them in these clear cases. And I was like, maybe I should just do that again. But I don't think I will. I like having them stair-stepped. Plus, it's my dollhouse. This is what I like to do on my weekends. It relaxes me. Let me show you. I know you can't see the bottom, but so there they are. Now, he said not to water these for 2 weeks, but I think I am. Excuse me. No, I don't know. I think I am, because here's the reason why. One, he doesn't know what I'm growing in. Two, he doesn't know the conditions. Three, I did it with these. The day one I got them, I soaked them. I didn't soak them, but I got them wet, and I watered them twice a week, and they're fine. The roots on these are so small that I feel like I should water them more than not. I've got a little bit, I can feel a cacti needle in me somewhere. So I think I'm going to water them because I want them all on the same schedule anyways. So this is when I saw this one, he has these, these aren't for auction, and the ones that aren't for auction are the ones that are expensive. And I don't remember, it was a pretty penny for this one, but I just loved it because I like the black cacti the best. The black widows are my favorite. The darker, the better for me. And when I saw this, I said, oh my gosh, that's just gorgeous. But what I didn't realize is just how big it is. I mean, this is a 4-inch pot. I have them all in 4 inches. And it barely fits in there. But here's the thing, there's no roots. The roots are no bigger than this pup, one of these pups. So there's no reason, I am not putting this in a big 6-inch pot or a 5-inch pot. It would rot for sure if I watered it. So to me, this is much better keeping it in the smaller one. And when the roots do grow, if they grow, I don't know if they will, but I'm hoping. But if they grow, then I'll up-pot it eventually. So, yeah. So that's that one. Again, names really don't matter, but they're all Gymnocalycium. So this one I got actually as an auction as well. So now this one, it's hard to see what you can see. I just feel like the color's not right. Maybe if I do it that way. So this is kind of like a dark green rather than a blackish color. This one was on auction, and I think I got this for maybe $16. So you could look at the difference. There is not much, right? There's not much in my eyes. There's not much difference. And I don't care for this one very much. It's not real attractive to me. I don't like the dark green, it's dull. So I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this yet in my collection, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's that one. Now, this one, this is the story behind, so the story I said when I told you I lost, so 3 of them that I bought from him that were frozen. The sun's coming out, so it is impacting the camera. I like it when the sun's out, it looks nicer. When I bought those 3 and then they froze and died, he allowed me to pick the equivalent of the cost of those 3. So somehow or another, this one here was close to $300, where this one he auctioned for $16. Now, I'm not a Gymnocalycium enthusiast. I just go for pretty. I go for looks, what attracts my eye. But it's all about patterns. It's all about all this other stuff. But for some reason, this one, which I think was probably an LB, looks like it, was that expensive. So, I mean, what do I know? I said, sure, just swap it. I'll take this one over 3 individual ones. Not sure if I'm happy with my decision, to be honest. I like it, but what I don't like is I don't like this uneven pattern here. So you turn it, and then you have this uneven here. I like it when it's long all the way down, but again, I don't know. I liked it because I thought the pink was pretty. I just hope that you can see it. And then the other one I got for auction was this little guy. This is like a jelly plant, I think. They call it jelly. Something. I think they're a little squishier. But I don't really like this one, to be honest. I'm not a real big fan. And this is way too big of a pot for it. But I don't have anything smaller than this yet. So I might have to look for a small terracotta pot to replace it. And now, this is the one I wanted for a long time. And I finally decided it was worth the cost. This is called a Swan Lake. See the variegation in this cacti? The white and the pink and the green. He had 2 of these left. The mother plant was sold for over $500. And he had these 2, he had this one left and another one. So I decided for Christmas this was going to be my splurge. And I have no regrets. I think this is, now you see why I was panicked about my package. I mean, I know the risks, but I've never had a plant die on me during the winter before, or through the summer. And so I just didn't think really much about it. But yeah, so this one's my pride and joy. This one, I will say it's not my favorite though. My favorite are the dark black widows. So yeah. All right, so that's my story on my new cacti. I don't think I'm going to have you go back over there and water. That's not much fun for you or me taking the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and stop, and then we'll just put things back and we'll end the video from there. right, so everybody is watered and they are heavy. Okay, so now what? It's a good question. I do like them in this. I remember having them this. I remember having all my lithops and split rocks in these, and it made life really easy. I wouldn't need these, but I don't have room in this table for that setup, and yeah, I don't know. I like the look of it, but at the same time, I like them kind of stacked. I'm not going to put my monkey tail back up here. So it hasn't been under light for 3 weeks. I don't want to stress it too bad. What am I going to do here? I think I'm going to try removing this. What do you see? I think you see enough. Let's see here. This thing turns really easy. Sorry about that. I think that I want to focus here, maybe. But I'm going to be in the way, so you guys will just have to bear with me. So what do I want? I think I'm going to take this out for now. My cute little pings. They're flowers. This thing flowers all the time. Okay, so my camera died and we're using my phone now. So you won't be able to hear me like you did. I really don't know what I'm doing, so just seeing what looks right to me. I'm trying to save some room, spread things out, not so clustered, you know? And I don't know if I don't want that in here or not. I liked it, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll look right without it. Thinking about putting the large ones here. I have this OCD a little bit that I don't like separating them, kind of like my anthuriums. It took me a long time to get to this point of moving them around. But I like it. I like it. So maybe we'll try it with these. Not sure about this guy. Don't know if I have to move these down some. My monkey tail is not very attractive. Maybe one day. Not sure what I'm gonna do here. I do like them stacked. same. Not identical, but it'll work. That's, not sure what to do with those. Not use it. I don't know. My beauties are right here and there. I'm still a little paranoid. He's the one that had mealies, but I haven't seen any mealies since I killed him that night and recorded it. So I'm hoping that I'm mealy free, but I still look very closely and I spray my cacti a lot. I like having my favorites at the top. Oops, forgot. It's easier to see. I try to get them as close as I can. I have this middle light off, but because I'm gonna kind of like share the space now, I'm thinking I'm gonna keep that on. And they've been here long enough and acclimated, I think that'll be okay. I really like this new one. You guys can hear my dogs now. What I don't want is the red ones all close together though. This one's my favorite, which is my original. Put him here. I like breaking the colors up the best that I can. I need another case of these so I can put, I don't know, maybe an extra one on the end. It's another black widow, but a baby. No. Oops, where'd my... No. He doesn't get a... He gets it. Now, I like having in front to hide this, but I'll have to buy more so I can do that. There. I like that. Lazy plant lady can go there. Don't really have room for this. Oh no. Just go like that. What do you guys think? I like it. I mean, I could move these down here, but it kind of feels wrong. They're not Gymnocalyciums. My rainbow hedgehog doesn't belong there. I don't like it there. So this is okay here. What about there? I really don't know what to do with this. I think that'll work. I like that better. I like that one in the corner. But now I'm thinking maybe this sticks out. I need to get more pots, repot him in one of these, but I think he's too big. He's definitely too big. Is that better? I don't think I like the silver torch broke up like that. I think that'll work. I like that. At least for now. At least for now. All right, so I think that'll be it for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I sure missed this phone. If my mics only worked with it. Either way, I appreciate you being here. If you liked it, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like, and it really helps my channel, and share the video if you think others would like it too. Yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments below of my layout. Give me suggestions. Bye.